By the way, guys, little bit of a, I didn't expect this to come this soon, but yeah, the Nightmare Dragons and Phase 6 of Season of Discovery is coming out soon, which means AQ40 is just around the corner here, guys. In Season of Discovery Phase 6, players will be able to face the 4 Dragons of Nightmare in a single instance in the Nightmare Grove: Emerus, Lethon, Terrera, and Usandre. They will be accessible to players who enter through the Emerald Grove portal of their choosing. So the world bosses are going to be active in Season of Discovery coming very, very soon, which will be on December the 6th, which is a little bit over a month from now. And that's going to be introduced together with the with what is it called? The AQ40 patch, right? So Season 6, November 21st is the war effort. So war effort is starting November 21st, which is in like 3-4 weeks from now. Notable changes of Discovery to AQ content includes AQ20 will be a 10 to 20 man player raid, while AQ40 will be 20 to 40. So similar to how Blackrune Lair works, it's going to be a flexible raid where it's tuned for 10 players. Like AQ20 is tuned for 10, you can go up to 20. AQ40 is tuned for 20, but you can be up to 40. AQ20 will reset twice a week, and Dragon Nightmares will be instanced as before, right? It doesn't seem like we can read through this real fast, but it doesn't really seem like there's anything like really new happening to it. I think we're gonna get into it, but yeah. Before you turn into Anchorage, you need to begin your journey with the Scepter of Shifting Sands. So this is like the quest or whatever the heck, right? So November 12th, that's when you can start the quest chain for AQ40. Then the war effort begins, and then the war effort ends on November the 29th. Okay, so they are gonna be doing the war effort, but I don't know how it'll go about with that, right? Because there's always a bunch of interesting things happening with that. Players can begin a quest during the Scepter of the Sands. We know this. December the 4th, and then December the 6th they will receive the Black Karaji Crystal. Okay. So this is just the war effort, standard war effort, that you bring a bunch of supplies and then you go there and you get that done. So they're doing the war effort as per normal. Pushing back the enemy. Join the battle to push back Anubisath and Kuraji warriors, which can be found in the Barrens of the Thousand Needles. Yeah, these are like a bunch, all normal stuff. This is nothing new. Defending against these incursions will give players a chance to earn girl experience and reputation of the Brood of Nostumu, along with a higher chance for rare drops. Yeah, like these Anubisath warriors and Kuraji warriors were also in, like, you know, original vanilla and stuff like that. The griefing is going to be insane. Oh, for sure. Definitely. I can't wait to get Frost Enchant on weapons and Frost Enchants for that slime boss. At the completion of the 48-hour war, the dungeon and the thing opens. Yeah, so once the war effort is done, then the Kuraji stuff will be open, right? Players will need to decide how far they want to push their luck and earn the greatest rewards in the new system. After each boss, they'll... Wait, this is new. Wait, hold on. First new thing. Players will need to decide how far they want to push their luck to earn the greatest rewards with a new system. After each boss, they'll make a choice between cashing in their rewards or enabling more challenging mechanics and trying for better loot. What? You'll need to balance the risk and reward against each other, as too many deaths in the raid could mean your team earns nothing at all. Wait, so they're doing a thing where you're risking your loot to get better loot? Okay, so let's say you kill the first boss and that boss gives you loot. You can then decide to gamble that loot to then, let's say you're doing first boss and then the Bug Trio is the next boss. Then the Bug Trio would have like extra mechanics or something like that, and if you wipe on that, then you lose your boss 1 loot. Is that how it works, or what? Double or nothing, Gamba? That's like OSRS? That sounds really interesting. I don't know. Do you think people are gonna like this? Maybe. I think people are gonna lose their I think they're gonna lose their mind with it. I mean, maybe it'll turn out interesting. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Comatose? And thank you, by the way, Evil God, for the 12 months. Thank you so much. And James, thank you for the 16. No, there will be rage. If they don't like it, they can clear like normal. That's true. They can just go normally if they don't like it. I guess it's like an option for the more tryhards to like do something different. Gamba Raid, my prayers have been answered. I expected them to hold this phase for direct, but I guess they want more focus from Mob Classic. I thought that they would turn Aranikis into actual world boss. Yeah, I interesting. Okay, so this is the new thing that we have in this phase, right? Someone think I would probably assume that they're doing the Psalm mechanics then for that extra challenging mechanic. Because I mean, in Molten Core and Blackburn Layer, they've utilized the Psalm mechanics, right? So I assume it might be the same with that. Ruins of Anchorage is a 10-player dungeon. This is just the bosses, nothing new there. And this is AQ40, same bosses, Prophet Scaram. That is not any new boss here either. And then the Nightmare Grove. Okay. Sounds fun to watch though. We'll see. Fifth Horseman incoming on last boss, losing all your loot. This thing sounds interesting though. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, right? Does another sword phase? Yeah, the AQ40 is coming soon, like within like a month or two. Yeah, about a month or so. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I have not really been playing a lot of sword lately. I think it's just because it's been mainly raid locking. I'm really hoping they're gonna push out some sort of a new raid or some new stuff. But yeah, gonna start if a raid wipe results in no loot. Well, it depends on how much of your loot you lose or whatever the heck, right? I mean, maybe it's something you can keep compounding in the raid and get more and more and more loot. Is that the last phase? I've never done vanilla endgame. There is, after AQ40, there's one more phase in vanilla. Like one more raid, sorry. That's Nax Ramas. So after AQ40, in original vanilla, there would only be Nax, and that's it. Right? So we are entering the end, I guess, of SOD. Unless they decide to do something unexpected altogether, right? How long was Blackburn Lair phase? They seem to be really pushing things off after initially holding off. Yeah, I think it's a little bit odd. Because for me, it felt like, dude, the level 25 phase was longer than Blackburn Lair. It seems like they're speeding up the phases now a lot, which I think they should have probably done this in the beginning. If anything, I feel like they should have done faster phases in the beginning and then slowed them down for the later, right? Instead of the opposite. Yeah, people, it's too slow. People, it's too fast. I don't think necessarily it's too fast. I don't really have a big problem with them pushing out AQ40 now. I just think they should have kept the faster cadence all the way through. You know? They should have done it faster. I got bored waiting and quit SOD back in April. Yeah, I think this cadence is good. Like, I don't think this is too soon for AQ40. I think they should have probably just kept the fast cadence all the way through. And this phase releases right before Direct. I guess they want to give Mob more attention and maybe announce Nax by this point. I mean, I would assume if we're getting something new and big for SOD, we will know at the WoW Direct, right? Because this is not really anything crazy. This is just AQ40 with a little bit of a gamble thing, right? Like, it's nothing crazy. So if we're getting some new information, it'll be with the WoW Direct. And then we have the Black Karaji mount, obviously. So this is the mount, right? That you can get, the Resonating Crystal. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the WoW Direct is on the November 13th. Yeah. Are you feeling cute today? I'm feeling pretty okay today, I would say so. Yeah, I don't know what people are feeling like on the Reddit. There's nothing new PvP event or new world event since we had 60, which is going to cycle the endgame raid lock content with minor changes. What's there to discover? I think they're done with SOD. Last two phases felt like how they handle Psalm. A little bit. I would agree, a little bit, yeah. How did they handle Psalm? They handled it to like your 40 phase, great starting as usual, but that's all. Yeah. I just watched the turtle at the zoo. The turtle had so much PvP I know what they're talking about. My copium is that they're existing the endgame content to give themselves time to work on new content, like post-Nax. This is the copium. Yeah, I really... Oh, I hope they're gonna do something new. Like, just something we don't expect. Like, hit us with a freaking curveball and give us a Karazhan raid or something, right? I would love to see that. So what are we discovering in Phase 6? How much you hate AQ40? Can I update that? That's funny. Okay. What happened to the SM crate at Raid and Crypts? I feel like the Crypts at least will be released after Nax. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if they're doing some new content, it'll probably be after Nax. Yeah, I think so. That's probably it, but we'll see if they do it, right? Holding off a bit after Sword Scarab Lord would be quite on point. To either have something substantial or Pandaria is the only classic-esque stuff you'll get. Yeah, for me personally, I'm not too excited about Mob Classic. I know some people are, and that's awesome, but it's not really something I'm super keen on personally. That's just me though. I don't know. Maybe if they do Mob Classic, I'll probably give it a try, but I'm not sure if I'll actually play it or not, you know.